this time of reflection, thoughtfulness, may only truth be spoken, may only truth be heard, we ask. Amen. So we have a story today that kind of picks up after the era of Moses. Most of us don't remember, but Moses never did get to lead the children of Israel into the new land, the land that was promised to really all people and that they were claiming for themselves. And so a new leader came up, Joshua. And there's a symbol that goes throughout Scripture that appears here. When you remember Moses parted the Red Sea. And so now that Joshua and the people are moving across the Jordan River with that covenant box, you probably remember that from the Ten Commandments movie, you know. The covenant box was a box covered in gold that had the sacred relics of the Israelite people, like the Ten Commandments, the stone Ten Commandments, manna, some manna that was helped sustain them in the desert. And so these holy things that they wanted to preserve and that were a reminder to them that God was with them, that was the Ark of the Covenant. And so as the priests went into the water with the Ark of the Covenant, sure enough, the waters go parting back. And that becomes a symbol throughout the Bible of leadership that is led by the Spirit. And so when Elijah becomes a prophet, the waters part. And when Elisha becomes a prophet, the waters part. And then the gospel writers, they want to do one better because in their experience, Jesus is even greater than Moses and Joshua and Elijah. So when he comes to the Jordan, it's not the Jordan that parts, it's the heavens. In the Hebrew, it's the same word. When he comes, the heavens part. So that's a little bit of how the Bible progressed with these symbols, and in the New Testament, attributing to Jesus these symbols, and even in a greater way. But Joshua in this story tells the leaders of each of the tribes to pick up a rock, and probably bigger than this. And I can imagine some of the kids there saying, you know, we got enough to do around here without people lugging rocks around. What's that all about? And it gets to the point that I think we know, but sometimes need to be reminded of, that we humans are so easily distracted. We've got so much on our minds, so many things to focus on, that we need memorials. We need things we can point to that help us to remember. And so Joshua says, when the children ask, why are we carrying these stones around? Tell them it's because we want to remember that God has freed us from slavery and brought us this far and will bring us the rest of the way. And of course, that's what we do in Remembrance Day. And in a way, our birthdays are a little bit of those memorial stones too, aren't they? Labor Day weekend, although that's kind of lost its meaning, but originally that was a real memorial stone to remember those who struggled for labor fairness, who even lost their lives, even in Canada, even in Nova Scotia, where I came from. It was ruthless how they were treated when they just asked for the basic rights and not to have children. I'm more familiar with Nova Scotia than mine, at 12 years of age. And we've been memorializing the lunar landing of the moon, right? And we've been hearing a lot about that this week. 50 years. That really changed our perception of ourselves in terms of realizing, wow, we can even go beyond the earth. And it really connected us emotionally and spiritually to a reality that Copernicus and Galileo spoke of. It really didn't hit us. That is, that we revolve around the sun, because every time we see a sunset, it seems like the sun's revolving around us. But the power of that first photograph of this precious planet Earth from outer space, and how the effect it's had on astronauts and many others, and all the divisions that we fight over and waste our money over and have violence over, is just so crazy. Because we're so lucky, so blessed to have this fertile planet Earth. And of course, the challenge is to stop destroying it and to care for it. And so it's good to remember And some people have said to me too, well, why do we still have a pride parade? In Canada now, the LGBT community can marry and things are better, so why do we need that? And it's the same as these other reasons. We need to remember, and we need those of us who aren't from that community and aren't aware of it to learn. Because the dominant culture never really knows what the subcultures are about. For example, if you live in Canada, which we do, we know more about the United States than a lot of the Americans do. I went to university in the States. Honestly, I knew more about their system of government and what was going on than they did. And they know nothing about Canada. So that's just the way it is. And so whether it's the LGBTQ community or Aboriginals or people of color, any sub-community that's not the dominant community, we are part, and we're a part of the dominant community, we have things to learn. And so the Pride Parade began out of anger and pain, and came as a response to that anger and pain, so that the rainbow community could protest and affirm their rights in a nonviolent way. Because you see, back in 1969, there was an inn, the Stonewall Inn, where the gay community went and they felt safe there, and they could cross-dress or dress any way they wanted. There was a real sense of permission in New York. But unfortunately, the police decided to raid the place. And when you raid the place and then you publish the names in the paper, it destroys lives, it destroys careers, people commit suicide. And so the gay community, it was just like one lash too many. And they just hit the streets and began to riot and say, we're not going to take this anymore. And so leaders of the community came together and said, we've got to continue this public protest, and we've got to let people know we're queer and we're here and we're not going anywhere. And so get used to it, get to know us, and support us. But they said, we need to do it in a non-violent way. And so they got the idea. And on November the 2nd, 1969, Craig Rodwell and his partner Fred Sargent, Ellen Brady, and Linda Rhodes proposed a way by resolution at the Eastern Regional Conference of the Homophile Organizations that the first Gay Pride Parade be held in New York as an annual reminder. And the resolution said this: in order to be more relevant, reach a greater number of people, and encompass the ideals and ideas of the larger struggle in which we are engaged in terms of our fundamental human rights, we propose that a demonstration be held annually on the last Saturday in June in New York City to commemorate the 1969 spontaneous demonstrations on Christopher Street, and this demonstration we call Christopher Street Liberation Day. We also propose that we contact the homophile organizations throughout the country and suggest that they also hold parallel demonstrations. We propose a nationwide show of support. And there was a Christian bisexual woman by the name of Brenda Howard who became known as the Mother of Pride for her work in coordinating the first march in New York. And this is a point too. We have a tendency to just write off whole groups. I mean, there's people who just write off religion as an awful, terrible thing because so much of it has been awful and terrible. But what people don't realize is that all the leaders, so many of the leaders that have been in the forefront of all the civil rights issues have also been people of faith. It's like people write off politicians. Oh, they're all corrupt. They're not all corrupt. Thank God for the wonderful politicians. Because you can't make peace without a politician. You can't have legislation which gives us our human rights without a politician. So we can't be of that all or nothing thinking, right? Oh, they're all like this. No. And so we give thanks that someone who really understood the heart of Jesus became the Mother of Pride. She organized the idea of a week-long series of events around Pride Day, which became the genius of this annual LGBTQ Pride celebrations that are now held around the world. And so Pride reminds us to always look for allies. Don't just write off groups. in every group you'll find some allies. You'll find people who share your values. And it's so important that we change that thinking. The United Church is kind of not there yet. We were born out of the wonderful idea of all the Christian churches joining together. But what we have to realize today is that we, as the United Church people, have more in common with some members of other religions and even atheists who share our values than we do with a lot of Christians who don't share our values. So we need a global vision of partnership, finding allies from every group who share those values of kindness, respect, and fairness. So Pride Day also reminds us of the sacrifice of others who are willing to come out in public. And it's hard to know what that's like, to take that kind of a risk, unless you've been there. I mean, I remember as a child how scary it was just to go to a movie, because I knew I was going to get strapped if Dad found out. I can't imagine how scary it would be to come out to public demonstrations and pride events at a time when really that community was beaten and disdained and looked down upon, and you'd lose your job. And so, like all of our human rights, we stand on the shoulders, don't we, of others down through the years who've worked, who've sacrificed, sometimes given their lives, so that we can enjoy the level of human rights we do today. And there's so many other countries that don't have the level we do. And so we are called into solidarity to continue the movement forward, because there's always the forces wanting to roll it back. We see that in Empire America at the moment. So Pride reminds us of the work and the heart and the tears the LGBT community has invested, and also in London in these last 50 years. You know, London was not exempt from those same prejudices and persecutions. We remember today Project Guardian, a police operation in 1996 led by police chief at the time, Julian Fantino. He's quite a character. He never misses a chance for self-aggrandizement. When he was on the Toronto Police Force, he said that those who sell marijuana, it's just like murder. Guess what he's doing now? He owns a grow-up and he's selling marijuana. Anyway, when he was police chief in London, he set up a task force which was supposed to catch a pedophile ring, but which instead charged many men with anal sex, a charge that the courts had already said was unconstitutional. And although those men were not convicted, it destroyed their lives, and some of them took their lives. We remember a time when City Hall would not raise the Pride Parade. And we give thanks for the faithful voices who kept insisting on fairness, respect, and full citizenship. And so Pride, too, is our remembering stone this week. We remember those whose lives are at risk around the world simply because of who they want to live, to love, and because of the gender that they know is theirs. And so there's still work to do. Most churches in Canada today still won't affirm human sexuality. Teen Challenge has thrift shops around the city. Most of the people who go into those thrift shops don't know that Teen Challenge believes homosexuality is a sin. So here they've got teens that come to their camps, you know, teens who are in crisis, and they're telling the teens who are LGBTQ that they can be converted from that. I mean, it's cruel to the core, but we don't know that. And yet that's the reality of Teen Challenge. Just messes up further those who are messed up already and who need understanding, acceptance, and support. So there's still jobs to be done. There's still moves in the right direction to be made. But at the same time, this is a time for celebration. I mean, we've come a long way. I remember the first Pride Parade I went to, there were hardly any floats. It wasn't cool back then. And the only official church in the Pride Parade was the Metropolitan Community Church, made up of gay people. I marched with them because there were no other churches at the time. So we've come a long way. And it's so important to not take that for granted and to appreciate our country, to appreciate the advances and the strides that are made. And it's so wonderful now that families are there and children are there, and it's a a happy time, it's a celebratory time, and it's something to really give thanks for. And of course, this community here has helped save a life. We helped support a refugee from Syria whose life was at risk, not only because of the destruction in Syria, but because he was gay. He fled to Russia and then discovered that they had changed their laws. It's illegal to be gay in Russia. You'd be thrown in jail for 15 years minimum. And so then the only place he could go was Turkey. And he went to Turkey, and it was worse there. And he was in hiding, he was losing weight, he was depressed, he was becoming suicidal. And Trinity and the United Church and the Rainbow Coalition and Mount Zion sponsored this young man, and he's doing fabulously here in London. And he's even in university now. Isn't that great? I mean, that's stuff that's really tangible. And I've got more good news. Last week, I got an email from the National United Church wondering if we'd help save another life, an 18-year-old trans woman from the Congo. This is what was said on the official document. When she was younger, her father revealed that he was bisexual, and as a result, the applicant suffered discrimination and isolation in her country of origin. Additionally, she has experienced protection issues because of her father's sexual orientation and gender identity, and she is fighting for her life as other refugees attempt to poison her. You see, there's the dose of reality. And so we say, yes, we will find a way, we will support this person. And there's another life that cannot just be saved in terms of life, but come to a place where hopefully she can thrive. These memorial songs were a reminder, an ever-present reminder, that although the journey's far from over, the Hebrews were making progress. They were headed in the right direction, and God was with them. For Christians, the empty cross of Jesus is our memorial stone, reminding us that his sacrifice for what was right and good and fair can never be ended, not even by violence and hatred. Love leaps from the grave and comes back even stronger. So too, Pride Week and the Pride Parade is a shared memorial stone, evidence that all people of goodwill, whatever our unique pathways, that together we are strong, together we can redeem history and write a new chapter, a new future, for we are on the right side of history, and love is with us. So let's remember, give thanks, work together, and show our pride.